We've often been told you that masturbating is completely normal, but where do we draw the line? How many times a day can it be done before it becomes an addiction? And what happens if you simply can't stop? Let's explore these questions and uncover why this seemingly harmless act might be a hidden trap, threatening to derail your life. Before diving in, let me address the exaggerated cover. It was necessary to grab your attention on this pressing 21st century issue. It's a problem that weakens and harms both young people and adults, draining us of our willpower and self-control. Now, let's get started. Modern medicine clearly states that masturbation is completely normal, not just in humans, but even observed in dogs and other mammals. This view of masturbation as something normal hasn't always been the case. In the past, it was considered immoral, especially for men, as the unproductive loss of seed was believed to hinder reproduction. For women, the belief was that masturbation could distance them from men, as they might find pleasure independently, without any external involvement. On top of this moral stigma came physical fears, claims that masturbation caused various diseases, making it something to be strictly avoided. But now, let's shift back to the present. What do we truly know about masturbation today, particularly in relation to men struggling with insomnia? Masturbation is known to induce sleep. According to research by the French Institute of Health and Medical Research, the male brain shuts down sexual desire after orgasm. The cerebral cortex, the part of the brain responsible for conscious thought, goes into a resting state once a man climaxes. This not only eliminates the desire for further sexual activity, but also makes falling asleep easier. As a result, many men often drift off shortly after sexual release. But here's the issue: hidden within this supposed benefit is a dangerous trap. If you follow this channel, you already know what I'm referring to. Masturbation triggers the release of dopamine in your brain. This hormone creates feelings of calm, stress relief, and an intoxicating sense of reward. The release of dopamine during masturbation is so enjoyable that it can lead to addiction for some individuals. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders includes hypersexuality disorder, categorizing excessive masturbation as a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder. This is yet another destructive vice that can wreak havoc on mental health and even destroy families in some cases. You may lose control over yourself and become enslaved by your own body. This lack of control can drive you toward risky behaviors like seeking out relationships with prostitutes, engaging in sex with multiple partners. Here's the key: addiction to masturbation is deeply tied to the chemicals released in your brain. As your brain adjusts to this flood of chemicals, it starts craving more and more stimulation to recreate that same high, locking you into an endless cycle. Your brain starts demanding more and more dopamine to recreate the pleasure it felt the first time, pushing you into a relentless cycle of seeking ways to masturbate again. Eventually, this cycle spirals out of control. When your brain detects that dopamine levels are excessively high, it begins blocking receptors to protect itself. The result? You keep engaging in masturbation but feel nothing, leaving you even more frustrated and trapped in this endless loop. This vicious pattern is no different from the struggles of a smoker craving nicotine, a compulsive overeater indulging until they're sick, or an alcoholic chasing another drink. What does Stoicism have to do with this? The Stoics Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, renowned for their mastery of self-control and wisdom, offered a profound perspective on pleasure and lust. Drawing from Epicurus's teachings and Seneca's intimate reflections, they delved deeply into human passions, leaving behind a timeless legacy. To the Stoics, masturbation wasn't merely a pursuit of physical satisfaction, but a chance to test the boundaries of body and mind. They viewed it as an exercise in self-awareness and a step toward genuine freedom. Epicurus famously claimed, "It is not nights of pleasure, but self-control that distinguishes a good man." In this light, the true mark of self-awareness lies in the ability to experience pleasure while maintaining control, setting apart those who master their desires from those who are enslaved by them. Seneca, through his philosophical lens, reminds us that Stoic contemplation of masturbation isn't about mere repression. It's about achieving profound self-awareness and mastering one's inner struggles. A personal story. Let me share an inspiring story. I know someone who once grappled with compulsive masturbation, chasing temporary relief and pleasure, only to face a storm of guilt and emotional turmoil afterward. By delving into Stoic teachings and committing to self-discipline and self-regulation, they experienced a remarkable transformation. This individual consciously confronted their desires and emotions, ultimately discovering genuine satisfaction and self-control. Today, they live a life of peace and authenticity, unshackled from the chains of fleeting desires. and guided by a deeper sense of purpose. Conclusion: true satisfaction is rooted in living according to our deepest values and principles. Compulsive masturbation pulls us further from our highest goals, distracting us from the true happiness that comes with virtue and inner peace. Through practices like meditation and mindfulness, we can nurture the mental clarity required to resist these temptations and manage our emotions in a healthier way. So my friend, what are you truly doing with your life? Do you believe that sitting around watching videos and finding pleasure through your hands will build your confidence or lead to success? Do you honestly think that wasting your time and energy on these habits will bring the right people into your life? Absolutely no. Think carefully. Drop a comment saying, "I am a powerful person. I have control over my mind." If you find this helpful, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until we meet again.